Hi everyone, it's Miss Stephanie again. I'm back with some more fun gym videos. I'm outside again today because it's a beautiful sunny day, so we are doing these activities in my driveway. And again, for right now, all you need is some sidewalk chalk to do these activities. Again, like I've always said, you can do them indoors using masking tape or painter's tape. But these are some simple activities today that we're going to do that involve jumping and hopping. Okay, so when we jump, we are going to practice our jumping on 2 feet. So when we jump on 2 feet, we really try to keep those feet together when we jump on 2 feet. We're also going to practice some hopping on 1 foot, which is really tricky. So we're going to kind of work up to hopping on 1 foot. So I have my trusty assistants again today that are going to help us practice some jumping activities. So let's turn this here. And here are my assistants. Charlie and Claire are back again to help. And as you can see, we have just some simple lines drawn on the ground with sidewalk chalk. What we're going to do today to start is we are going to jump through the lines using 2 feet. But when we jump through, we're going to make sure both feet land on each line. So Claire and Charlie are going to jump through the lines with 2 feet. And when they get to the end, they're going to turn around and jump back on 2 feet, making sure that both of those feet jump on each line. Guys, are you ready? All right, 2 feet together, right, Charlie? Here we go. Good. Good. Now turn around and head back. Make sure you get both of those lines. Great job. All right, for this next line jumping activity, Claire and Charlie, again, are going to be jumping on 2 feet, but this time they're going to be jumping over each line, and they're going to make sure that both feet land in between the lines, okay? So last time we jumped on each line. This time we're jumping over each line so that our feet land in between the lines. So Claire and Charlie, are you ready? We're going to go up and back, so go ahead whenever you're ready. Good job. Make sure you get those feet in between the lines. Good. Now turn around and head back. Good. Keeping those feet together. Excellent. All right, we have one more jumping on 2 feet activity to do with our lines, and this is something called the standing broad jump. Now, when we do a standing broad jump, we stand with our feet together. Claire and Charlie are going to show you how to stand with your feet together. And when you do your standing broad jump, you're going to bend your legs and you're going to swing your arms back behind you, and you are going to use that power from your arms and legs to jump out as far as you can on those lines. So you're going to see how many lines you can jump over at one time. So first, Claire's going to go and we're going to count how many lines she can jump over. Whenever you're ready, Claire. Good. So Claire jumped over 1, 2, and landed on the 3rd line. Good job, Claire. You can go back to the beginning. Now Charlie is going to do his broad jump. Whenever you're ready, Charlie. 2 feet. Good. So Charlie jumped over 1, 2, 3, and got to the 4th line. Excellent. They're going to try one more time and see if they can jump out any further this time. So Claire, whenever you're ready, let's see. Can she jump further? Oh, okay. So the first time she landed right on that 3rd line. This time her feet are between the 3rd and 4th line. So good job, Claire. Now Charlie is going to do the same thing. He's going to jump out as far as he can. Ready? Stand feet behind the line. Good. Okay. So Charlie got about the same spot that he did before, but that's okay because you can keep doing this as many times as you want, and each time you're going to get a little better and a little better, and you're going to jump further and further and further. And parents, you can make these lines as close together or as far apart as you want for these activities. All right, so now we've practiced jumping on 2 feet. So our next activity that we're going to do with our lines is hopping on 1 foot, which we all know is super tricky, but that's why we practice it so much, so that we can get better and better. So we're going to do very similar things with our lines, just this time on 1 foot. So both Claire and Charlie are going to choose which foot they're going to start with, and we are going to hop through the lines on 1 foot, making sure that we hop on each line in our little ladder of lines. Now, when they get to the end, they're going to turn around to go back to the beginning, but they're going to switch feet. So they're going to hop back on their opposite foot that they did coming forward. All right, guys, are you ready? Choose which foot you're going to hop forward with. And then when you turn around to go back, you're going to do the opposite foot. Remember, you are hopping on 1 foot on each line. Ready? And go. Good. 1 foot touching each line. Then they're going to turn around and go back on the opposite foot. Excellent job. All right, so Claire and Charlie did an awesome job hopping on 1 foot, making sure that that 1 foot touched each line when they hop through. This time, they are going to hop on 1 foot over each line, so their 1 foot lands between the lines, okay? And again, they're going to pick which foot they're going to hop forward with, and then when they turn around to go back, they're going to hop on the opposite foot. So guys, make sure that you're hopping over the line and that your 1 foot lands between our lines, okay? Are you ready? Go ahead. Good. Get those feet between, hopping over the line, and they're going to hop back on the opposite foot. Great job. Okay, we have one more hopping activity with our lines, and this one involves us alternating our feet with each hop, okay? So if Claire and Charlie start out hopping the first line on their right foot, that means the next line that they hop to, they're going to hop onto their left foot. So we're going to be alternating feet, just like Claire is practicing right now. Okay, so figure out which foot you're going to start with, guys. And when you hop to that first line, you're going to hop on that foot, but then when you hop to the next line, you're going to switch feet, okay? So let's see if they can do it. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. Good. Alternating feet. Excellent job. It looks a little bit like running through the ladder, but this is good practice and good motor planning using both feet when hopping and having to think about moving from one foot to the next. All right, our next jumping and hopping activities that we have involve footprints and hopping or jumping our feet together and apart. So we're kind of working our way up to our hopscotch game. So this is good practice using 2 feet. So Charlie's gonna jump through this one for us. And Charlie, what do the instructions say for this one? Okay, so and as you can see, there's 2 footprints for each jump. Some of the footprints are together and some of them are apart. So Charlie, you want to stand up and show us how to jump through using 2 feet going together and apart? Whenever you're ready, nice and slow. Together, apart, together, apart. Great job. All right, Claire is going to show us our next activity because this one can be a little trickier because we're going to be using 2 feet and 1 foot. So again, working up to being able to go through a hopscotch board using 2 feet and 1 foot. So Claire, what are your instructions?
Put together 2 feet to 1 foot.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and use those footprints to guide you. So she's going to go 2 feet to 1 foot. 2 feet to 1 foot, 2 feet to 1 foot. Excellent. And as you saw, she alternated her 1 foot in the middle. So the first time she may have hopped on her right foot, and the next time through she hopped on her left foot, and she alternated feet. That can be a little tricky for our little ones. So if they choose to do the whole thing through using the same single foot when needed, that is totally fine. All right, so now you can see that we have our hopscotch board. So we did some activities to kind of build ourselves up to doing this one culminating activity of hopscotch. And you can see I have 2 different hopscotch boards here. I have one with numbers and I have one with letters. And our numbers one, obviously we're working numbers 1 to 10. Our letters one, I only had room up to J. Obviously you can continue this hopscotch board and include all 26 letters if you'd like. So the first thing we're gonna do, because our little ones might have a hard time going from those 2 feet to 1 foot on a hopscotch board. So Claire and Charlie are gonna show you how you can do hopscotch using 2 feet through the whole board, only you're going together and apart, together and apart. So go ahead, guys, 2 feet in that first square. So you're going to go together, go ahead, jump together and apart, together, apart, together, apart, and then they're going to go back to the beginning. And you can have your little ones practice this as many times as you want. Have them build up their speed so that they can go faster and faster with each turn. Now, we're also going to go through the hopscotch board, like we all remember how playing hopscotch, where we go 1 foot to 2 feet, 1 foot to 2 feet. So go ahead, guys, show us 1 foot to 2 feet. Good. And back. Great job. And a few extension activities you can do with this, having the kids say the numbers and letters as they go through, or if you want to practice just some jumping or hopping, calling out a number and having them jump to that number. Like I could say for Claire, number 3, jump on 2 feet to number 3. Good. Now 1 foot to 4. Good. 2 feet to 7. Good. 1 foot to 8. 2 feet to 9. Good. And 2 feet to 10. Excellent. So you can switch up the activity, calling out numbers and letters and having them jump on 1 feet or 2 feet. I am going to include another extension video. It's not actually my own video. It's something that I found from another instructor, but I think it's a really great activity to do with the alphabet, and it incorporates our jumping and hopping. So I hope you guys enjoyed our jumping and hopping lesson, and I will see you all soon. Bye.